Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Audire Astra for another Honkai Star Rail stream. Hello, Corb, Cole, Wraith, J-Wing, Tommy, Cass. I'm glad you all can make it here today. So today we will be doing the Acheron story. We're continuing the Penacony story quest. Technically, it's not really Acheron story quest. I'm sure that'll be coming also. But yes, we'll be continuing the main story quest after the much anticipated part 1 of Penacony, where we left off with Acheron and Sam fighting while Black Swan betrayed us and Aventurine is being evil. Oh yeah, also Firefly died. I mean, not really died. I'm pretty sure she's not really dead. I'm still convinced she's probably like in a suspended state somewhere. That's my conviction, and no one can tell me otherwise. So without any further ado, let's get going. Yeah, and also Firefly died. I'll be honest, I've been thinking of Acheron for a while now, so I kind of forgot about Firefly. I'll be real. Be real with you. She's not playable, you know. Like the stream equals one prayer for Firefly. I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's in like a state of suspended animation along with Robin. We will rescue her sometime today. Oh, I need to change this team. I do not like this team comp. I tried this team comp and decided this is kind of bad. Where is... Oops. Where do I go to... Oh, here it is. Here it is. Team 5. Fushan, because Fushan goes with everyone. That's Black Swan or Pella? That's the question. Let's go with Pella for now. Or Sparkle. We can also do Sparkle. Okay, right. We left off Aventurine, this bastard. I don't know why anyone would like him. Cough, cough, Tommy, cough, cough. Can you see my Acheron when you get the chance? Yes. Here she is. Crit rate, 61% crit rate, 179.9 crit damage, effect hit rate 23.1. I don't know that effect hit rate actually matters on her though. And she doesn't actually... Yeah, no, effect hit rate doesn't matter on her at all. I am using the electric set for now because my artifacts on this set have much better substats. I know this is not her best in slot relic set, but my substats on this relic set are so much better than anything I have on her best in slot. I'm pretty sure these are still better. This rope is really good. The only thing that's not good on her right now is the sphere. Sphere is kind of Sphere's kind of bad, but it's okay. It'll hold up until we farm proper artifacts for her. All right, Aventurine. Let's see what you have for us.
My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin.
Wait, we're in the real world right now, aren't we? We're no longer in the dream world, or are we?
Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me? I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me.
In this particular murder, maybe, but you know, we know you got all sorts of other plans.
This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech,
Light cones?
authorized by the Garden of Recollection and owned by the IPC. Did you really think
So how do we
Galaxy
weaponize
Rangers were
those?
outsiders this whole time?
I mean, we
Pentagon
haven't
has
really,
made a
we don't
solemn
really know what the
commitment to
Galaxy
protect
Rangers
the
are.
safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's
The dream?
Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line.
But unbreakable, defending against what?
Breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself
Yeah,
a
no,
Galaxy Ranger.
Aventurian is full of
An
it.
imposter,
I don't believe a word he says.
guest, an emanator who hides her true identity. Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her.
You wish you could break through death in the
Who will be
deep
the next to
dreamscape?
die?
No, bad call. That's just one side of the story. Acheron wouldn't lie to us on
Listen to your
purpose.
gut. Building trust always takes time.
She's too forgetful. She doesn't remember what's the truth and what's a
I
lie.
just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned,
Ain't no way Acheron be murdering people.
covert
Oh, no,
plans
no,
are
no.
already underway
Acheron
by the Pentagon.
is absolutely murdering people,
Everyone's got
J-Wing.
their own
I have absolutely no doubt that she's murdering people. Just, people who deserve it. Or at least get in her way. Not Robin or Firefly.
Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side.
You misspoke. Yes. At least not Robin. Yes, that's the
Keep
correct
my
part.
distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
That just makes her a perfect Manchurian candidate. Well, in theory, anyway. What's that, Tommy? Oh, I want to see what Tommy's explanation for what a Manchurian candidate is. This should be interesting.
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Yeah, what conspiracies do you have lurking beneath the
I
surface?
think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one, and there's no sign of any distortion.
Why should I
or
trust
reality.
you?
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do. But you know all this.
Oh, dearie, this is not the time to flirt with the Cursed Nun. It
Friend,
is
let's
always a
not be
good time to
wrong,
flirt with the Cursed
The
Nun.
thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express.
No,
I told you
I
I'm
refuse.
just not interested
Absolutely
in
not.
scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Pentagony for work. I'm here to retrieve some
yeah,
lost property for the
he just
IPC.
wants to assume control of the entire
I'm
place.
talking ownership.
Yeah, that's it.
Frontier prison. This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family
Basically a sleeper
wouldn't
agent who
take our
doesn't realize they're a
calls.
sleeper agent.
You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way, it'll just quietly float away like a
that's-
bubble and pop. Nobody ever
Yeah, that's a fair enough description, I guess.
That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your help.
What kind of help? I've got something. Like, there's usually more like. Classically, there's more like brainwashing involved, but when it gets used in a real life context, which usually just means like they're too stupid to realize who they're actually helping. I've got something on right now.
I'm not forcing you.
So now this is like version 2.0. Do you think there's going to be another Trailblazer variant?
I'm really not asking for much,
Oh, yeah,
so why don't you at least
I'm-
hear me out?
Definitely assuming there's going to be Trailblazer for
I have
all the
but only one
paths.
goal. The family's front doors like a high wall. And to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first. Once I find
Why would I want to help you?
Plenty of me.
Why would I want to help you,
Now we
Aventurine?
have our
You haven't
chance.
given me a
So
single
long as we can get
reason.
to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin.
Well,
While also
you gotta
getting
at least give me
valuable
something to
bargaining
get out
chip
of
for
it.
bringing the family
Because,
together.
no. Bad, Tommy, bad.
Truly a
God.
once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely for this very moment.
You're way too easily seduced, Tommy.
This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family, so they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking.
Oh, but when you
especially
simp
to
for
the
someone...
IBC.
I don't simp for terrible people, Tommy. I simp for good people. Or at least smart people. I don't simp for psychopaths.
But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions. And that's why I need you all. The reputation of the Astral Express precedes you.
Raiden Shogun? I don't simp for Raiden Shogun.
Fairest of appraisals.
Huh?
You get to find out really what happened and seek justice. And
Oh.
I get to put it towards
Oh, he
completing my
says.
mission for the IPC.
Oh, he says.
It's what you call
Eye roll.
a win-win situation.
I don't know if my tracking really captures my eye roll. A decision like this is way above
Just
my
head
pay
down and
grade,
talk things
but I
over
hope
with
it
your
does.
companions.
I know she's like a multiversal alt of one of your favorites.
That
I mean, she's
navigator
probably
is
like my
really
least
smart.
favorite out of
She
them.
must understand the value of this deal. Look,
Acheron's
here's
supposed to
my
be Raiden
contact
Shogun, but
details.
this game, yeah, pretty
Come
much.
to any conclusions, call me. Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can always use...
Tommy, we're just picking on you because eventually you're not a
Don't
very
mention
likable
it.
guy. He's so slimy. Like every single word, he's like a snake oil salesman. He's like a scammer. You pick up the phone, you listen to this guy. He's like trying to sell you some NFTs.
So long, friend.
I mean,
am
I'm kidding because
looking forward to uncovering the truth about
NFT
this.
salesmen are obviously never going to call you on the phone. They're going to DM you, but you get the idea. Oh, hi, Dylan.
Aventurine just sauntered off.
Would you and everyone still like me even though I have a minor mental disability? I mean, you're still you. I don't think that disability or not. And I think anybody who likes you before should continue to like you after.
What now? What are your plans?
Like I told this to Cole at one point. Also, and I'll just say it here, if you get like a diagnosis of some kind of mental disorder or disability, it doesn't change who you are. You just have words to describe it now. You're still the same person that you were before. Nothing has changed. You just have a word to describe it.
Black Swan. What is she?
Okay, but counterpoint, Sample is also that, but he's also hot. Sample is like a goofball. He's like kinda harmless, mostly just a goofball. And B, Sample actually has ethics. Like, it's one of the Sparkle's complaints about Sample is that Sample has lines he won't cross. Like, Sample has principles, right? Aventurine, I don't think he has any principles. It can tell me a bit of a break though, because a lot of people sing for Sparkle too, and she's cute. She's quite the mess personality-wise. I mean, Sparkle isn't outright evil. She's just chaotic gremlin. Which, I mean, that's like half of VTubers, to be honest.
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme
I'm
won't
not
just be
taking
as
his
simple as it appears to be.
I'm not buying into him.
He doesn't know.
I know
about
he's
this
full of
fire
it.
yet. But judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death to try and pull you in line with his way of thinking. That's quick thinking and very
Also,
sound logic.
I forget who
Aventurine
called
is
Black
no
Swan
fool,
the
and
cursed
working
nun,
with him
but
definitely has its
she does
perks.
tarot cards, right? So she's literally the opposite. She's a gypsy. That's like I mean, okay, it's not the opposite of a nun. That would be like a demon or something. But she's like orthogonal to a nun. I guess the opposite of a nun would be like a witch. Actually, no, I think because gypsies were considered witches, actually. So no, you know what? I stand by my original statement. She's like the opposite of a nun. Those cats. Ah, okay. Sorry, you're too busy staring at cursed nun hips to pay attention. Okay, Tommy. For Firefly's sake, we must get to the bottom of all this.
That is something I agree on.
Orthogonal, she's a shape. Everyone's a shape, Tommy.
Anyway, be careful.
I mean,
out there.
technically Black Swan isn't because she's a mimetic entity with no true physical form, but at least in the form she presents herself, she definitely
Ensuring your
has
own
a shape.
safety should be your
Oh, hi
primary
Orange.
concern.
Good to see you here. Welcome aboard.
As for the other questions,
Nah, dearie, those are Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Don't gaslight me, J-Wing. Did death kill
I'm not sure the two
Robin?
cases were committed by the same culprit, but that massive wound.
Also, right, isn't that word like a Romanian insult or something? I thought I read something about that recently.
Action before.
I think,
Plus, it
Is
seems
it?
unlikely that there would be two lethal entities.
I mean, I
loose in
think
the
it's
landscape.
an insult when you use it to describe like a race of people. That is just like racist. But like gypsy is like an actual job also. I think. I may be wrong about that. Not an expert on. Okay, Cole, can it? Of all the people, Orange, of all the people you could have chosen to rizz up, why Cole? Oh, yes. I think you described like the ethnicity. I think it is kind of a slur. Do you think this is
Sorry, I
connected to
can't answer that
Acheron?
question. That ranger is shrouded in mystery. I'm afraid no one is capable of providing an answer.
Oh, I think you're taking him a little too seriously. Or her. I don't know your gender, Orange. Him, her, the, Z.
But without a doubt, she is the most special guest at this banquet. It's
Oh
like
yeah,
the best
Black
ranger.
Swan knows.
It's
Black.
best to keep your
This
distance
takes
from
place
the
after the Black Swan dance trailer. So Black Swan knows to keep her distance from Acheron.
Two victims appearing one after the other in a very short time span, in and of itself, that's very unusual. Two possibilities. The collapse of Penacony's dreamscape has started speeding up, making death extremely agitated and weakening the family's protections.
I'm also noticing they actually have the lip sync working properly now. I don't know when they started doing that. I remember in Star Rail 1.0,
If someone
they
has
definitely did not
chosen
have the
these
lip
victims
sync
deliberately,
working correctly.
First, a smuggler, then a family celebrity.
Also, you have to say, expected someone called the Galaxy Ranger to look a little more heroic and not asymmetrical. I mean, we're not really sure if Acheron's actually a Galaxy Ranger. She might be. I mean, she says she is. That is, and Sam seems to think that she is. But although, oh wait, we do know actually. Isn't that cowboy dude that was teased? He's a Galaxy Ranger, isn't he?
So quickly, I can only make a conjecture. After leaving here, go have a chat with your companions. I hope.
Also, Acheron is just generally speaking very special. Black's gonna be like, never ask Pretty Lady that's a possible killer to dance ever again.
Come
Yeah, pretty much.
this way. It's a short
Follow
walk.
Black Swan out of the
Don't get
hotel.
lost.
Okay. Swap to Acheron to scare her a bit. What's this? New sticker obtained. Stellaron Hunter Sam. Any other goodies around here? I don't see anything. Alright, let's go, Black Swan.
This
What are you
way.
going ... for?
This is where we part
Patrick
ways.
screaming at poster mean, but it's
All
Black
this
Swan in a
life
picture in the
A
background.
nightmare. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened. And it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up.
Boot Hill is such a silly name.
But follow your heart
I
and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world.
don't know if
casting
I
shadows
don't
of
know
different
how
forms.
you could make someone more cowboy,
All we
but it's
hold on just a second.
it's up there. It's like I don't know. I can't off the top of my head I can't think of a more cowboy name than Boot Hill.
If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can guide you on my behalf. I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you.
Will we meet again, Black Swan?
I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. Let's leave things there, shall we? What fascinating memories will
Something
you bring for me
private.
next time we meet? I sincerely
Oh.
look forward to them.
Oh, what are you up to, Black Swan? Audire, you still at hotel in the dreamscape? Audire, have you run into trouble? We got separated in the memory zone, but Audire is with the memo keeper. I feel so antsy. Help! March, stay calm. Do I need to get off the express and help? Not at the moment. Sure, just let me know if you need me. The Reverie Hotel in the real world is very calm. Not much is happening. The scene has been cordoned off by the family. We're wrapping up negotiations with some family delegates. Let's meet somewhere near the Clocky statue later.
A family rep. Is Himiko okay?
Ooh, is it that one guy? I don't know. Winghead? I forget his name. Robin's sister.
So much has happened. I should
Mark
take a moment to
7?
gather my
Mark
thoughts
7
and
cute,
wait
just
for
wish she
everyone
was
to
useful.
arrive.
I mean, she's useful. She can actually be used to cheese golden gears very well. Like, she's a core part of the Remembrance Cheese team. Actually, it's like the core part of that team. Oh, they are still fighting.
Still Dream Hunter.
They're still
Of
going
those
at it.
slain by your hand.
Staring at Acheron, you see? Huh?
It appears the outcome has already been
Oh.
determined.
You're still alive. As are you.
Of course, we know she can't kill the waifus. Right? We wouldn't go to all that effort designing waifus just to have
Still
them
have room to make a
be
choice.
killed off this early.
Leave the music box behind.
The music box? What did you want with the music box?
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for hesitation.
Is it just me or is the game audio a bit funky? What's wrong with the game audio?
The Taurus Fire Demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that eon,
Me and you.
you won't get special treatment.
Again, Orange. I feel like Cole is the wrong person to try and riz here.
Ranger, you tread the narrow path of the hunt.
Oh, Duke Inferno, you have no Although, even with his ass on the ground, Duke Inferno's voice sounds very cool, though.
Kindling is burned out and we leave only ashes on the ground.
He probably never has a cute girl flirt with him before. Oh, absolutely, he has never.
Burning forms the entire
Wait, female? No, Cole, stop. You're gonna cringe. You're gonna cringe yourself out of existence.
We are born to
Actually, wait, no, you would like that.
put into
You'll cringe her away.
universal truth. All things are created for the destruction.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn wide heart. They're still young when I go, but my flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of festivities in the distance? I plan to bring purgatory with me there.
Well, good luck with that, Duke Inferno.
I must surpass
She's an emanator. You can't even get the attention of your Aeon.
Why?
because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I have, Emanator. You cannot hide your true identity.
But so he knows that she's an emanator,
We
but
shall
he thinks that she's an emanator of the hunt?
to fight a decisive
Or is... Wait, no.
choose.
Wait a minute. So if Acheron is the emanator of nihility, but she actually can follow... So she's actually a galaxy ranger who follows the path of the hunt? Even though she's the emanator of nihility?
Destruction is intense, but brief.
I mean, it would make sense that someone who's obsessed with destruction would also not value their own life that highly.
Distance.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists. Just as
Yeah.
you exist.
Yeah, again, this makes sense.
To be destroyed.
I mean, what's more peculiar is that if Acheron is indeed the emanator of nihility, why, she's not nihilist. She's not a nihilist, apparently.
The so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen.
What's an emanator? Oh, an emanator is basically like the avatar of a god. Like, there's one chosen to be their avatar of an Aeon.
All right. I accept.
You shall witness the most brilliant and intense fire in existence. May this flame illuminate the farthest reaches of your bottomless dream.
A bottomless...
Wow.
Yes, that's right.
I don't think you're gonna have the chance to do much fire there, Duke.
This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose, but perhaps out of reciprocity. I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path.
Ah, okay, so she does not... So Duke just doesn't know what her real path is.
May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
Oh, she just spared Sam's life.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances. They can never cover up who
Oh.
Sam really is.
Is this not the real Sam?
You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you
Oh,
did.
oh, no, no,
and the memo
no,
keep
no.
away.
Okay, obviously it's the real Sam. He's just like, faking something? The relic making deluxe. Yeah, Acheron just, I mean, she didn't really delete him from existence. It's a good thing she just turned him into a 4-piece set.
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape. And until then, I hold the privilege of choice. However, you appear to be ignorant of this. So it's time for me to inquire.
No, my Sam from Metal Gear Rising. He's that like one dude with the ponytail, right? Imagine any of his children wearing his relic set. Oh, that would be fun, actually.
That's not what I asked.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I'm wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder that I know something about the Stellaron Hunters. That's all.
Can you be a Galaxy Ranger and also a wanted criminal? Is that legal?
Maybe I can help.
I guess the Galaxy Rangers aren't really a part of the IPC, so I guess technically that could be the case.
Would you
Because the
have
IPC is not really the government; they're just like a private
I tend to forget
corporation.
things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions.
It's nice to see the two of them were fighting when we left, and now they're just chatting. They're becoming friends with each other.
Inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. I don't need help. But I can.
Wait a
make
minute.
suggestion that would make
Silver
things
Wolf's
better
dialogues
for me.
says that like there's no one inside the armor. Like Sam is just a mechanical. He's just a robot. So I've been operating off that assumption. Is there actually? Is Silver Wolf wrong?
If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about what happens inside the dreamscape.
Already on it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I mean, I don't think she needs to be told that.
I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for her?
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy.
Oh, so Sam's
I tried
here to
saying
help
this in
us.
an
Okay.
easier and more direct way. But as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed. Can't ever go against the script.
The so-called impossible is merely something.
I mean,
that's
so
yet to happen.
it is possible that Acheron just. Okay, this is Acheron's first time meeting Sam, so it's possible that she just assumes that there's someone in the armor
Before we split, is there anything else in your script about
and doesn't know that he's a
I'd
robot.
like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that.
Weird question. Is that one girl still? Oh yes, she is still dead. I mean, I don't think she's actually dead, but she's still dead,
Not a thing came
quote
up.
unquote. Maybe Silverwolf is. I mean, that's the opposite. Like, Silverwolf sounds like she actually knows.
Hang on. I don't.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you. I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream.
You see, that makes sense if he's a robot, right? Instead of there being a person inside the suit, if he's just a robot.
Burn. To keep on burning. Until I turn to ash. So, I really envy you.
Is that so? And you're already living in the waking world.
Do robots dream of electric sheep? Do common riders dream of electric sheep?
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan, but we never expected Miss Robin to...
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you then.
Reality cruises on in serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape.
Do you think electric sheep would be soft? I mean, if they're just...
Stay strong, everyone. We can still do...
If they're sheeps made from electricity, then clearly not.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just...
If I had a garden, I'd put my tulips and your tulips together. Does that mean something in the language of flowers?
And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased. That's how it was put, in reference to Miss Firefly.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If news gets out, Penacony's going to turn into a bloodbath.
What?
But the murder that followed
Like
closely
kissing?
after was obviously beyond their
See ya, J-Wing.
anticipation. The family...
That was one heck of a pattern. Ah.
Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control
Did
the
it?
situation.
It had like Trailblazer, Acheron, and Black Swan. And that was it.
The nature of the two murders is fundamentally different.
The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
You drifted across the keyboard like you were in a skate park. Aventuring is on guard against
was
Acheron,
particularly concerned
which
about that galaxy.
clearly to me means that we should trust her.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acheron were highly subtle.
I don't know about subtle March 7th, but the answer to your question is definitely
At this
no.
point,
We cannot believe
I'm
him.
afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
Does it really not sound distorted to anyone else? Oh, I see what the problem is. It's getting doubled. The Witch Spring R audio capture is also capturing it.
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. Then we go through them, eliminating contradictions one by one. The fewer facts remaining, the closer we are to the truth. I've still
You
got
haven't
this
been able to hear
sense of
100% because you're hanging out with a friend at the same
like we're
time.
stuck in a
Wow.
whirlpool,
Rare
spinning
coal
around
friend.
that legacy even after everything that's happened.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start, what are we going to say to the family and Aventurine?
As I see things, the family
You know
harbored no
Tommy?
ill will towards the Astral
Oh, I'm
Express.
not Tommy.
If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually
You-
commissioned
you
outsiders
can't tell
to
the difference here?
investigate a case that's in all likelihood a scandal. Plus, this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future. As for that Aventurine, well, I'd like to
We
hear
can't
your
trust him.
thoughts.
Can't trust him. Can't trust him.
He's complex.
He's blonde
He
and
slow-played his hand
he's a
during
male
negotiations
blonde
while
in a Hoyo
circling
game.
around us all the while.
He cannot be trusted.
He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It
That was a
wasn't
joke
forced,
on
but
him. Oh,
the
okay.
intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. Adventurine
You know, your
showed
town
his
was
skills,
supposed to
and
be a
as
skate
far
park
as
game,
our
but they decided to make them more
interests
tennis
align,
courts.
he
I mean,
can
tennis
also
courts
keep a certain
would
distance from the
probably
family.
have
Never let
be
them
used
get
more.
too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps balance that out. If either
So,
I mean,
you suggest accepting
I'm joking a bit because Kabe is also a male blonde and he's fine.
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here, and I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. She's been bullied a few times now, and I can't
I
stand
wouldn't
it
call
anymore.
it bullying, March 7th. Wait, the traveler. I mean, he's like a. I guess he's male, but he can be male, but he's also like a teenager. I was referring to the adults. It's cool, you can bully me whenever. Tommy would never.
You're like a broken record. Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the tables and use him instead.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine?
I don't want to reply to Aventurine. Can someone else reply to Aventurine? I don't like him. Oh, hi, Northy. We've decided to accept your request for collaboration. Wonderful. Your response came faster than I expected. From now on, we'll all be in this together. Here's a small something for our upcoming partnership. You have received 100,000 credits. Thanks, boss. Wowee. That's so generous of you, boss. Thanks. Oops, I pressed send too early. Here's a little extra just for good luck with this new gig. You received 100,000 credits. Just as I anticipated, the family is going to sweep Robin's case under the rug for as long as he can, so her case is only a secret between us. But the other case, that depends on what excuses the app prepared for you guys. I'll take my leave now, and I look forward to outstanding performance from you guys.
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it.
Can someone else talk to Aventurine?
Is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC. To do this, he'll have to bring down the family in its entirety to create a big enough chance.
Yeah, he says he doesn't care about the Watchmaker's legacy, but you know, the Watchmaker's legacy definitely sounds like something that he could use to bring down the family.
That everyone will notice. But it also...
Perhaps he's going for the hotel. No conclusions can be drawn just yet.
In it, he's clearly a born gambler if he's willing to go all in to win.
Her boyfriend woke up and you have been ditched. Oof. Oh, so it was that? Your Audirium has been dreadfully low. I mean, yeah, Cole, you haven't really been showing up to streams lately.
Said something that concerns me.
Or that one girl who was in pieces and her buddy was stabbed through the chest fixed it. No, we were not.
Of killing Robin without any evidence whatsoever.
Getting bullied by March, wonder how that would go while it's being frozen over and over. I mean, I feel like March will just abuse you verbally. Or actually, no, she wouldn't abuse you. She just like tease you a lot. She's too nice to actually like verbally abuse you.
It was a groundless accusation.
Speaking of messes, you haven't heard back from the new content in like 2 days by seeing them active. I'm afraid you make them think you're weird and they're ghosting you. Is this someone I know, Tommy? Does Aventurine have other plans?
Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to foster a feeling of
You wish Audire would fill you with...
and make the situation more volatile. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Tommy, why would you say that? Aventurine is just bad touch incarnate. Yeah.
However, I I asked Don Hung back on the Express to confirm that story about the Annihilation Gang and the lost messages. It wasn't something
I mean, we know that
Aventurine
part's
made up
true.
out of thin air.
You wasn't even meaning like a lewd thing? Tommy, how else do you expect people to take it?
You've met her many times now. What's your impression of Miss Acheron?
She's a very gentle woman? No. She's a very mysterious woman? Yeah. She's a very powerful woman. Let's go with that. Weird. I can't seem to remember. Red text.
Galaxy Ranger to a T. They're eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone.
Wait, so that's just normal for her? Helldivers provides poor Audirium. True, it is kind of hard to talk when Leo's being loud.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up, but I feel like...
Well, you know
Miss
you had
Robin
something.
isn't actually
What did you
dead,
have in mind,
but
Tommy?
that she's still alive and well. Somewhere. That everything's just some horrible prank. Because aren't we supposed to be inside a dream? How could someone die in a beautiful dreamscape like this? Shouldn't only good things happen here? Whenever I see the Grand Theater, I just can't stop all these thoughts from flooding
Aw,
my
poor
head.
March. At least Leo's a cool dude. Yeah, he is cool. Do you think the family's behind all this? We'll restore all the dreams back to normal.
Yeah.
You thought maybe it'd make you more ladylike, you know,
this,
like
we're
brain
so
chemical
lucky to have our
balance and
crew.
stuff?
The family and the IPC.
Tommy,
Everyone has their
one
own
day...
plans going on.
Actually, I should say that. Tommy, you should just learn to accept yourself for who you are.
Everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody knows what's happened. It's all so unreal.
You like the sound of his voice? You like his YouTube voice? He's just
And us.
classic YouTuber
We're
voice.
all outsiders.
Wait, what did you miss? I don't know.
What a mess.
What did you miss?
I really want a nice cool drink of soda. But then I...
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now. Himiko, what do you think?
Among our current clues, the two murders that she witnessed are the most directly connected. I suggest starting here. One thing I'm curious about is...
I think we should start with the murders.
What happens to them in real life? Seeing as we're at the family's behest, why not pop back out to reality and verify Miss Firefly's situation back at the hotel? Perhaps we could also make a few inquiries about her while out.
How about we
Tommy's
split off into
eating
two
something
groups?
to be girly.
There are
He's
still
eating
some
Audirium.
focusing on inside the dream.
Apparently.
I'll investigate those and we can link up again later.
Worth focusing on? Oh. No problem. I'll leave it to you then.
Why is her voice so low here?
Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himiko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together.
The two of them shall never be together.
Take care then, Mr. Yang.
I will.
Have you ever seen Welt and Himiko in the same room together? I mean, clearly they're in the same room now, but...
Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
Oh. Oh, hello there. Was she just hiding there the whole time? Well, recognize her. Well, you know who this is.
Stared out like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express. I believe you've met my colleagues.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the same room often. Tommy, what does that mean? What are you trying to imply there, Tommy?
Well,
Is there something about my name?
Well, they're both classy, mature people. Okay, so I gotta tell you something, Tommy. So there's a kind of an age gap between them. Himiko in Welt's universe, Himiko was Welt's student.
First, don't you want to know my name?
I believe Walt taught at college. He was a college professor and she was one of his students.
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
I thought Himiko was like, probably like in her 30s, I would guess. But Welt is actually like, he's a lot older than he looks. Like when people call him Grandpa Welt, they're not kidding.
What are they saying about me?
Isn't Welt in his 80s right now? I mean, no. So Welt was a child during the Honkai equivalent of World War II. Actually, no, Honkai equivalent of World War... No, I guess it would probably be more World War II. I don't... It would be like... Anyways, he's at the very least, like, he's probably like 100 years old.
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders. That the annihilation...
Because I think Honkai Impact takes place in like 2040 or something. So he's like 100 years old. He's like pushing 100.
And that you're now attempting to unleash another bloodbath on Penacony.
The Annihilation Gang.
Because... So, he was a Hersher for most of that, and Hershers don't age. But he did lose his powers briefly.
Ifrit of
But that was only for like a few years.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as
What,
murder.
Honkai World War II? Was there a Honkler? Honkler was Otto,
Should be disparaged.
or Lorcha, as he is known as in this game.
And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Oh, Acherons, so you can sense other black holes, other black hole powers.
Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this cane.
Like senses like.
You must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move.
Oh, I think Acheron knows better than most. This is the first time we're seeing black hole versus black hole in this game.
Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron. Those are the names I go by to this day.
Who?
My trip
So he's
to Penacony is
Auto Apocalypse. He is the,
final.
male blonde, evil Honkai character I was referring to either. Yeah,
I'm
back.
here
What
for
did
the
you miss
watching
aside from more Tommy teasing? Or we're seeing black hole versus black hole
I think I've
right
been
now.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board.
I mean, we don't know the answer to that either, to be honest. You're gonna have to ask like Kafka for that.
Is she okay?
You're gonna have to go ask the Stellaron hunters.
That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
Two black holes spinning at each other like Beyblades. They would merge and become one super black hole.
Gaining my trust depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this
I
period,
wonder what
I've been in
happens
contact
after
with
you
quite
go
a
into
few
a black
guests.
hole.
In the process,
Well,
gradually
you would be ripped apart into very small pieces before you get there. Actually, no, that's not true. If it's sufficiently large black hole, the tidal forces are weak enough, or like the gravitational gradient is low enough where you actually won't be torn apart before you reach the black hole. So you would fall into the black hole and then you would be torn apart. That's basically the only difference. The destination is the same. It's just whether you are torn apart before or after you enter cross the event horizon.
The secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim.
You know, Acheron is a lot more lucid than she initially appeared to be, because when we first met Acheron, she didn't really seem to know what was going on much else.
Let's leave it.
Do you think there are people who would willingly go into one?
Choose to
Yeah.
believe that you bear no hostility. Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2
Wake
cups
the
of
heck up. That's the name of a drink here. 4 cups? Is she trying to test how well Welt can hold his liquor? Moral of the story, avoid black holes. Yeah, don't get on Welt's bad side, and also don't get on Acheron's bad side.
For a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall.
Oh, now we're swapping to Black Swan's perspective. You can tell this is a really complicated story because we are swapping between POVs all the time.
Sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a
The
punch
tragedy?
bitter beverage.
Oh, Northy,
not the
what?
taste of
Oh,
sweet
you're
dreams.
making a Danganronpa
Only for
reference?
people allergic to Soul Glad.
Doesn't Audire have a black hole though? How is she not getting sucked up by it?
Really?
Uh,
But I don't taste any difference at all.
it's
between
contained gravitationally. We did get on Acheron's bad side. It's called Inazuma.
An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a
She wasn't a black hole then. She was just lightning.
The invitation
Now she's a
received by the
lightning black
Annihilation
hole.
Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet.
Come to think of it, actually, there are now lightning black, so there were already fire black holes and ice black holes in Honkai Impact, and now, at last, Star Rail has brought us the lightning black holes.
You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other
Super Mario Galaxy was wild for having black holes in bottomless pits, so poor Mario would get flushed the second he fell. Oh, it's a good thing we have an endless supply of Marios to replace him.
to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well,
Who is, wait,
all.
what's going on here exactly?
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12.
Oh, we're gonna find out about the rest of the Annihilation Gang, the survivors. From an external point of view, you'd be sitting there for like 100 years. Oh, actually, Northy, you'd be sitting there forever. So this is actually one of like the most interesting bits about physics, which kind of proves that objective reality doesn't exist. From an outsider observer's perspective, you cannot enter a black hole. You just time dilate closer and closer to infinity, but you will never actually reach the event horizon of a black hole. But from the perspective of someone falling into the black hole, you just go through, nothing special happens. And both interpretations are completely physically valid.
Show
but they depend entirely on your perspective.
There it is.
Audire, you explain it like you're
Hazy,
stupid?
but it's Ifrit's voice.
So again,
The other one
if you are falling into a
probably
black hole,
progeny.
you'll just perceive yourself as falling into it. Like nothing special happens. You just fall into it. But from someone who is very far away, watching you fall into their black hole, you will never reach the black hole. You just get slower and slower and slower the closer you get to it. Until you just get closer and closer to infinitely slow. And you will never fall into the black hole.
This is the residual memory from when the invitation was
Is
first
that
delivered.
why there's the ring of light?
You're
No,
abruptly
that's unrelated.
interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
So you still turn black, and that's because of a redshift. Because time is being stretched, but the speed of light remains constant. And when you stretch time and light, the light becomes redder and redder. So like visible light, so like blue would become red, red would start going into like microwaves and then radio waves. And eventually the redshift gets so extreme that the wavelength of the light becomes so long that it can no longer be perceived. And so that's what you're seeing when you look at a black hole. The black part of the black hole contains everything that has ever fallen into that black hole, but it's all been redshifted so much that you can no longer see it, and it becomes black. The ring of light is just matter that is circling the black hole. It's orbiting it, but it's moving at such a high velocity. It's like rubbing together, getting all colliding, and it's being heated up. And that's just like normal matter. It's just like normal matter being heated up from circling the black hole really quickly. So it's like that dumb power of infinity that came from Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know anything about Jujutsu Kaisen, so I cannot comment on that.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have thou, on the path of destruction,
You see a red door, you want to paint it black? Huh? Tell me what? Audire, are you there? Oh, welcome back, J-Wing.
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well.
Yeah, no, I don't know that
Slowly.
reference.
She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out.
You know, at this distance, it's really hard to avoid noticing that Black Swan's eyes kind of look similar to mine. You kind of got a similar pattern going on there. Okay, but can you explain how the turtle catches Achilles? What?
The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony.
And it sure is a good thing Black
That's
Swan
how
just
it should have gone.
really likes to talk out loud.
the way.
Talk out loud.
It's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Who are you?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's... No.
The memory is talking
This is
talking
not
back.
a memory.
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators?
The Cremators?
Constance, a pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend it...
Oh, this is one of the, I forget their names, but this must be one of the Annihilation Gang.
But that seems unrealistic. Dahlia's not welcome on the banquet star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you?
I knew they lived. Again.
I don't want her secret. I can give it to you in you can enjoy the banquet for me.
Is this how Black Swan figures out that Acheron's an emanator?
Unforgettable memories.
It's a paradox where even though a turtle is moving 1 inch a second, Achilles moving 10 feet a second, the turtle will still catch Achilles.
A phone. Wanna listen in?
I think you have it backwards, Cole. It's a paradox of like how Achilles can never catch the turtle.
A few days ago,
Which is similar to I forget the name, but it's like someone's arrow. The name of some Greek philosopher's arrow.
the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Charter, the independent Sigonian
Let me look
sovereignty has hereby been established.
Xeno's
and
arrow.
shall take a
Yeah,
legislative
the
seat
Xeno's
at
paradox.
the Interstellar Congress. The formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is a
Constance was the one that was supposed to target Black Swan.
to the Sigonian
Yeah, but no, then
puts an
Duke
end
Inferno
to the
died, so
long and
she's
bloody
not going to
history,
show up right
turning
now.
the sensational Kataka Abjin
What's happening
extinction
right
event
now?
into a distant memory.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the
Oh, are we learning
intersection
about
of
Aventurine's backstory now?
and Dorneau's star
He's from
clusters.
Sigonia.
The planet's surface environment is known for being extremely harsh, constantly faced with the threat of impact from small-scale celestial objects. This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness.
Oh yeah, but to go back to something Tommy said earlier, yeah, so when you dive really deep into physics, you find out that according to science, objective reality doesn't exist. But you know, we don't have to get into that today.
Sigonia. Sigonia. Ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods. Land of rock.
Baby Aventurine.
Water. Lightning, but not rain. Blood, but not.
Do they live on Arrakis? Do they live? Are they freemen? Do they live on Arrakis? Are these space Arabs living on the desert planet?
Cracked earth. You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of
Dune Star, exactly.
Oh, Gaiathra Triclops, if thou can hear me, please open up thy 3 eyes and gaze.
Makes sense. Our senses mandate that we can't perceive things other than. It has nothing to do with senses,
Took his father,
actually. It's much weirder than that.
was still sleeping in my
So that's one of the. So like when in quantum physics, when people talk about observation, like when physicists talk about observation in quantum physics, they don't necessarily mean that like there has to be a person there observing, like watching something. They just mean like interactions, but like between 2 particles, and that counts as observation. Honkai Star Rail.
peaceful death.
Oh my! You know, actually, wait. Maybe that's what the Leviathans are in Star Rail, because we know there's there's like primordial Leviathans that eat planets or something,
And the sound
eat galaxies.
of falling rain.
But maybe those are just the star worms.
Otherwise, why would this child be born to face impending death?
Mommy!
Is that why the cat is still dead even in the superposition? No, that's superpositions are something different. I mean, they're related to the concept, but
It is raining. It's true. Those Outworlders weren't lying to us.
oh yeah, I watched Dune 2 last weekend. It's a very good movie. Highly recommend. I watched it in IMAX, which it's been out for a while, so but it's actually surprisingly a surprisingly large amount of people in the theater, despite the fact that it'd been out for a while. The audio was very loud, though. It was an IMAX theater, so but like, wow, that was some powerful audio.
You came. Do you hear that?
Doesn't matter. They still couldn't beat Galactus in a fight. I don't know about that.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Darling, listen.
I think Star Rail has entities that could probably beat Galactus in a fight. Want to hear something cool about space? Go for it, Cole.
Sky also sent down a
I'll be surprised if you tell me something I haven't heard before, but by all means, go for it. They made a sequel to Dune, D-U-N-E. And you might be joking, but I'm just going to pretend you're being serious.
Just like your name. A gift from them to Avgen. My boy.
There was a point in the universe where it was hot enough for water to be liquid just in outer space, so there were galaxy-sized oceans. Yes and no. So there was a point in the universe where it was hot enough for water to be liquid in space. There wouldn't have been water yet. Like, water would not have existed yet.
May the goddess Gayatra close her eyes 3 times.
Want to hear a cool thing about space? We're not in that thing. Northy, you are in space. All of you are in space. Just because you're on a planet does not mean you are not in space, because the planet is in space, and you are on the planet, so you are all in space, okay? Don't tell me you're not in space. All of you are in space. That's why space is cool, because everything is in it.
Keep your blood eternally pulsing. Let your journey be forever peaceful.
Also, IDK Galactus, of the device that disintegrates anything. It has limits.
And your schemes forever concealed.
I am a veteran of arguing which two fictional characters would beat each other, so I have a good grasp of this.
Time to wake
Plot
up.
twist, the spaces around us, yes. Oh, that Avenger was dreaming about his childhood.
I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon. How is it? Find anything?
Power levels are done. I mean, you don't have to invoke power levels at all.
Guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They are still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony, using a stand-in, I guess. They must be dreaming.
Of course. Who could
Doctor,
imagine that death
you don't
would
like
actually
ratio
descend
cast?
upon the idyllic dream created by the family? Let alone that the victim would be the female lead of the Charmony Festival.
When you argue about dating scale, power scaling, the one who loses is always you.
To be honest with you, I didn't believe it.
Well, see, I don't like power scaling.
Until I discovered that I couldn't.
That's why I don't like power scaling. I think power scaling, X could beat Y, and therefore Y could beat Z, and therefore X could beat Z. Like that doesn't really hold up.
That's why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
The commutative property does not really work for fictional characters.
When I graciously deigned to establish
Ratio is hilarious here.
family on your behalf.
Oh, he's just gonna rip on Aventurine, isn't he?
Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details.
Oh, now Aventure's gonna find out about Firefly. He's constantly done around it. I would be. That's the correct attitude to have. Ratio is a smart man. He has the correct attitude. He knows what's up with
This
aventuring.
murderer is a psycho. But I have to admit, the case should be easy to crack. We can leverage the family's
Oh,
malfeasance to
aventuring is
seize this
way
reason
overestimating himself. He is so in over his head. He has no idea. I'd say this poor guy, but there's really nothing poor about him.
Trickery runs deeper than I thought. Robin's stand-in was all ready to go.
I do have a friend whose character is like a destroyer of universes. I think you two should fight. I'd rather not.
What should we do?
You can fight Hatanashi, okay?
It's too rare an opportunity to miss out on, so I gotta be careful.
Incredible gambler.
Water can put out fire, and fire burns wood, so water can burn wood. Exactly.
So soon.
There are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully.
The boat drilled is on with Dr. Rachel Dunn. Nothing's my fault, and blaming me for shit only increases.
Remember? That masked fool once told me to find a mute as a friend. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony.
Wait, so Robin's not
If
dead,
that
she's
girl
just
hadn't
mute?
gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family.
Oh, wait, Robin had
Or
gone
Robin
mute
herself.
before dying?
To get to the bottom of this, I tried every way I could to meet her. But she died. Right before my very eyes.
A complete and
What did Sparkle know?
incident.
What did Sparkle
It
know?
seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation stand. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted
Dang,
your
she was
alibi.
lip syncing.
However,
Don't throw around accusations
for the
like that,
foreseeable
Cole.
future, you shall regret
Oh,
it. Find yourself under the vigilant watch.
did she? I actually don't remember that, Wraith.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. I'm starting to break out in a cold sweat. Do you reckon there's still any chance
Oh my
of a
god,
comeback,
aventuring.
given how things are?
No, aventuring, just give up. Give up, go home.
Yes, it exists.
Go back to the
but it
IPC.
verges on the infinitesimal. To phrase it in a manner more befitting the vernacular of Penacony, you're dreaming. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man wants to see you again.
That man.
Sunday.
Oh, right, that was his
Is this
name,
a
Sunday.
public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Fine. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong.
How did
inside.
Dr. Rachel get it anyways? Wasn't he sucking
Just
bug
you
juice in the
wait and
background?
see.
What?
That man's sister has died. He can't sit
I mean,
on
no,
his feet
he's-
without any
he got
further
here a
ado.
while
Let's
ago.
set off. Lead the way.
Yeah, no, the Intelligentsia Guild is part of the IPC, so he was sent here along to assist
The
aventuring.
Durite Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans for Penacony.
Fortress? I like this metaphor. I dealt with the warlords of the Honkai Star system not long ago, and their synchronized orbital manor wasn't this heavily guarded.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation, the likes of ordinary guests would never
Dr.
grace
Rachel was on the
these
train
grounds
before we
in their
got here?
lifetimes. Look around,
I don't think he was on the
Doc. Sell
train.
you on anyway.
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
The beetle on the space station? He like sucked it up. No, he was unrelated. He didn't have anything to do with the beetle. He took like a fragment of the phase flame and teleported out of there.
Follow me and
That
I'll
was a
bring
while
you to
ago.
his parlor. Hold your tongue and
Oh no, they're gonna make us play as aventuring? Ew. Ugh. What does he even do? I don't know what he does. Oh, treasure. I think that's everything in this room. Oh, Hendrik.
Hey, you two! That's a
Tommy better be watching. I haven't seen. Tommy hasn't said anything in a while. I'm assuming he's busy doing something. Probably in Need for Speed.
To bring him the suspect.
Oh, Tommy is back. You're right, he is here.
He should have mentioned it to you.
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio. Your punch virtual particle clock.
Excuse me?
Punch virtual particle
One
clock?
on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to my full pocket dimensional
What? What is he talking? What is on Ratio's head? What?
Right. And as I mentioned, that fantasy raiment of yours doesn't exist.
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, only family can see the glory of the mobile nights.
Okay.
Enough. Get going.
Okay, so the kid's just weird. I was like, is there something on Ratio's head?
The idiocy index here is no better than it is out there.
The idiocy index. I'm gonna remember that one.
Dead end?
The door is shut.
I mean, there isn't a door. How did you get in before?
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep in the dreamscape. On
The direction. Oh, so there's a puzzle.
Maybe we should do the same.
Can we move? Chest. I guess we're not gonna deal with the statues yet? Or we have to learn what the password is before? Oh no. Oh no. I was hoping this would just be like a short little bit, but no, they're actually gonna make us play as Aventurine for like a proper session. Aww. Run! Run away! This team I don't want to fight with this team composition. I don't need 2 preservation characters. Like it's kind of a terrible team comp right there. Gonna be a decent creation. Ah, really? They're gonna make me play as an Aventurine for a long time? That's so rude.
Nightingales facing in different
Ooh,
directions.
you want to pull the new must-have tank? I think I will be fine. Okay, so let's see. We have like forward, side. Do I have to memorize this? I don't want to have to memorize this.
They are.
How can nightingales be so huge? They look more like torment eagles to me.
There are no eagles in the 5 families, only nightingales. Why?
Man, I like Ratio. He's so done with Aventurine. Also, I already have Japard and Fushan. I am good on tanks. Okay, wait. Where was the giant face? So do I actually have to... Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, so we have the picture... Okay, so I guess we should be facing this way. Turn counterclockwise, turn clockwise. This one, turn clockwise. Wouldn't it be easier if we just had them, if they could just like push a button, like, or have a keypad? Wouldn't that be so much easier? Oh, this one's already in the right. There we go.
Just as I thought. Here's the correct...
Ratio does seem a lot like you in a way.
Truly miraculous.
Ratio is what I'm like in my head. But Ratio just, you know, The thoughts in his head just go straight to his mouth. He doesn't hold back.
Really? Well, I thought you'd given up on that already.
I was being sarcastic. Can't you tell?
Maybe that's why you kind of want to beat up Audire. Try it, Cass. Look, you saying the opportunity would present itself, you would want to tombstone pile drive Audire? Good luck.
Oh, impressive. So much for Mr. Sunday's reserved, virtuous image.
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape. No matter how grand the mansion looks, it'll not
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy the family is death.
Alright. Well, why is this on the ground? I think they're different kind of doctors. Yeah, I have a medical degree. Ratio has a PhD. Ratio is definitely not a medical doctor. Well, that was very easy. That wasn't really much of a puzzle. Is there anything down here? There is. Oh, this place is big. Wow, okay. I'm not gonna try and full explore this. We're gonna have to come back here with like topaz or something. Now you remember. Oh, hi, Hatanashi.
Hold on.
Now I remember the time someone with a PhD in computer stuff was trying to talk about vaccines, and you know how it is with people finding a PhD builder to try and make their argument more convincing?
What's wrong?
No.
Yeah.
But this door is locked.
There's a lot of, doctors of philosophy out there pretending to be medical doctors.
Did you really make an appointment with him?
It's a trial. You got to prove your worth to Sunday.
I should literally turn you into a chair. I mean, it doesn't have to be a chair. There's other furnitures. There's other types of furniture.
If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door in the hall, or this place will be our prison.
Oh, an escape room. My favorite.
Get serious. I've no time for games. Let's head back. The hint...
Wow. That's an enormous sandpit.
Always good to remember that education does not necessarily equal intelligence. I mean, to be honest, I think a lot of those people, they're not actually dumb, they're just lying because it's very easy to get attention. Like, if you have a degree, it's very easy to just start supporting the grift, and people will want to, like, the people on that side will happily believe anything you say because the are not used to having authority on their side. Yeah, I think a lot of them are just liars. Where does this go? There it goes. Let's see. Here we have another edge piece, corner piece. There we go. All right, I'm done with that. Now we can. Okay, let's go back to the story. Isn't she a stingray? She'd make a nice table with her wings stretched out. Is she? I have no idea. But if so, probably. Or a carpet. Real birds do not wait, what? Oh. Aventurine can't see the birds. He doesn't have a sense of childlike wonder.
Oh, look. There's a noticeable gap in the model. I believe you're right.
Can someone give a TLDR of what happened in the game so far? Honestly, Hatanashi, so far, we've just people have just been like processing what happened in the last part of the story.
Of course. Let's look around.
You don't have to be smart to grift. Oh yeah, you absolutely don't. But being smart does help.
Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now?
You can be fast, you're like Tommy levels of speed. Cass, I feel like you're just making things up as you go along. Alright, we have Akron. We can just instantly kill these guys. Just delete them. We don't have to fight people anymore. I mean, other than bosses. As long as I have technique points. Oh yeah, Acheron and Sam are chill.
This is it.
And Acheron and Walt are chill. What is that? Oh, those are probably like enemies. She's got that one what's TTYD? Yeah, I'm thinking Acheron's technique is gonna be really nice in simulated universe. You can just skip most of the fights. What is this? Oh, wait, no. Are we gonna have to turn into that stupid Hanu thing? I don't want to turn into that stupid Hanu thing. Oh, yo, I did not spend all this money wailing to get your characters so I could be turned into a Hanu. Let me use the characters I spent all the money for. Find all the scattered jigsaw pieces. Oh my gosh, why do you have to make this part so long? I don't want to... Mommy, I don't want to play as a Venturine anymore. The 1,000-year door? I don't know why you expect me to know that, Tommy, as someone who has never played a Mario game. Other than, like, Super Mario Sunshine in parts. The smokes are enemies. Yeah, I figured that out, J-Wing. Oh, we need to go back and get another bubble. You used it with you before several times? I mean, there's so many acronyms. Do we need a range character there? Her ears are like... Sometimes. Also, like, you didn't even make it clear you were talking about Mario. Oh, hey.
Stream 4.
That is so nice. That is such a time save. I feel like it's probably not as many times as you are claiming, Tommy. What do we have to do here? Do we have to turn into... I don't want to turn into Hanu right now. Can we not do that? We'll just come back and become Hanu later. Have I been here before? No, you say I have. I'm going backwards now. Wait. Wait, first let's recollect the bubble. Oh, 5-star. And it's crit rate. Unfortunately, I'm not really looking for Duke piece sets right now. Oh, hello. What is this?
The nameplate reads Gulliver's Arch. Well, I'm amazed you can remember something this tiny. You know, this reminds me
But Audire, if you became Hanu, you wouldn't be adventuring. True. I'm not sure which is worse, though.
If I were you, I would shut my mouth. It's wise to remain silent when you should.
I keep seeing in this game called Your Turn to Die, and your dyslexic ass keeps seeing the game's abbreviation as TTYD. YTTD. Yeah, like there's so many things that acronym could be. Also, yeah, why couldn't you just call it like Paper Mario?
Oh, this reminds me of one of those building toys. You know, with the blocks. I've never played with them before. Oh, look. The gap is closed. And it fits perfectly. So, what's next?
Now I'll have that badge. Well, Tommy, guess what? I don't know what badge you're talking about anyways. So specifying which game you're talking about does not help me. Right? You can just say Paper Mario. I don't know what badge you're talking about. Oh my god, he actually shrunk. Yes, Rachel, smash him. Smash him. Like that one scene from Witch for Mercury.
Shrink? Am I still in a dream?
Indeed.
Oh, Doctor, you're huge. It's me! Down here! In the... Actually, I think we could make this work for us. Just find a way to slip me into Sunday's collar, and I'll infiltrate the family just like that.
Doctor... No, bad Tommy, bad. Bunk. Someone bunk Tommy.
Oh, fine. I was just kidding. Let's find a way to open the door.
We know people should... I don't care. Shippers are delusional. Hello, I'm industrial scum. Oh my gosh, it's cool. Are they on open? Yeah, they are. Because I think they're supposed to be like models. They're like little toy figures. You're rural scum, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. You're too rural to be industrial waste. Alright, I got all the corner pieces. Why are there 3 in a line in front of... Tommy, what? Did you really just do that? Is this... Oh. It might be a Beatles reference. Investigate. Oh, there's another dream jigsaw here. Oh, we have to go collect the pieces. Oh, you were thinking of the thing that didn't happen? Thank you, Tommy. That's very helpful. Very specific.
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak soldier.
Tell me about the guided tour. Do I have to?
I am an Oak model.
Give it a kick. Kick it again.
Please look. Model.
What's up with that? Now the family's toys are trying to frame me? I didn't do a thing.
Shippers are delusional. A ship. You know what I meant, Northy.
Oh, capsule machine.
Oh my god. Oh gosh.
So, I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings. The only difference is that no one lives in them.
Anyone into giant stuff
Funny
here?
that Sunday puts a miniature that makes him seem like a giant by comparison, right where he can see it first thing in the morning. Insecure much?
Aventurine, I feel like you're the one who's insecure. I think you're projecting. Oh, this is the wrong way. You're going the other way. What if I don't know you? What if you don't know me? What if I am that stupid? Please present yourself to the nearest re-education center.
Stream 4.
Oh, one of the fragments flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there. But it's...
Can't we just have Ratio pick it up for us? A bit of a height gap can be fun.
Doc!
There's no need to yell. I can hear you.
Man, why did they gotta make this part so long? I just want to play as Trailblazer again. Or heck, let me play as Acheron. Oh, actually, we're playing as Dr. Ratio now. I guess that's better. Oh, I guess we have to go downstairs anyways. Oh boy, that's a lot of it. That's a lot of... Okay, we instant killed all of them. We're only down to 1 talent point though, so we're gonna do that one more time.
That's it. Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
Well, this is like Eidolon Rock. What? I'm even wondering how is backtracking in this game? What do you mean? I mean, there's a lot of backtracking because you only explore new parts doing new story content, and then you have to go do open world stuff in the rest of it. Or not open world, but like live service stuff and the rest of it.
Thanks,
You wouldn't
Doc.
get it? Correct, I do not get it. What are we doing? You.
Oh, Ratio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly, you could easily squash me with just a pinch.
Please do.
If that is your wish, I will do so.
Yes, good job, Ratio. No, no, no. I don't want to get out yet. How do it? Leave now? Yes. I need to pick up the puzzle piece before I get in there.
Piece of cake.
These segments have treasure, but we were brought here in a cutscene where we... Oh, well, you can teleport back here after the story is done. Let's see, we need to go... Is that where we're trying to go? I guess. I see there's two options. It's just that, oh, you're talking about JoJo stuff.
Stream 4.
What? Oh, that was a boss. Okay.
No dirty tricks, alright.
Wait, oh, eventually you just have a passive shield? Interesting.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Oh, this guy's kind of tough, huh?
Still waters of oblivion.
Enemy data secure net markers activated. Time for a good old counter.
Can Aventurine apply a debuff? What does a skill even do? Here. Ability. Basic attack is a minor imaginary damage skill. Fortified wager shield. Is running a blind bed point, inflict unnerved. Oh. So he just shields. Okay. Oh, attack. That'll apply a debuff on top of everything else.
Another journey begins. I weep for the departed.
Oh, okay. So once you get rid of his toughness, he goes down pretty quickly. Good to know.
Hold on. Piece of cake.
RVD got that ult goes crazy. It does. This is a very good ult. Oh, okay. Let's see. Insufficient. Okay, I guess we have to start from back here then. Wait. What was that door? Where is Crank? What's in here? Oh. Another bubble pinball machine? Is this the one? I feel like this is the one that goes down. But we still need to go to that other area. Close. Ah, here we go. Activate, activate, activate. There we go. Venturine's ult applies a debuff. Ah, okay. We have a chest. Is there anything back here? We have a little jigsaw puzzle. Side pieces first. Oh, no. Rotate. And rotate. There we go. There we go. Okay, so both of those were bonus areas. Good to know. Her ult is cool. Yeah. I watched one of her trailers earlier today, and she had like a big, she did like a big black hole nuke effect in the trailer, and I was like, I like that effect. I might try to steal that and use it sometime. Looks very cool. Or rather, use it as inspiration. This is, I think, would be more accurate. And we're bringing back the black hole talk. We are talking about Acheron. Go in.
And the joyous
There we go.
tour of Toy City has come to an end.
They made so many trailers for her. They made a crazy amount of trailers for this character.
Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
Audire gonna chill. I mean, like, black holes have always been, like, part of my, like, theme, you know? Alright, so what exactly were we trying to do there? Why did we go and shrink down?
It's a pity you made it out of the sandpit alive. Sunday is
Wow. Ratio has had it with Aventurine.
Understanding he's not someone easily handled. Are you prepared?
Yeah.
Tell me about your plan.
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear. There are only two kinds of bargaining chips when dealing with people. Benefit or fee.
Looks like sincerity isn't in your dictionary.
Am I not sincere enough? There's no need to emphasize it. We've got to make good use of death. That
No, I don't think you're sincere, Aventurine. I don't think there's a sincere bone in your body.
and that's fear.
Maybe you wonder how nutritious space is? Not very.
Find the murderer. He can't.
I mean, unless you can, like, tap into 0-point energy, then it's very nutritious.
And that's benefit.
On what basis do you believe he's incapable, necessitating the delegation to someone from a rival faction, the IPC?
Simple.
But Audire, what about Rethanism? They're all liars?
Do you mean the Galaxy Ranger whom you accused previously?
Counterpoint call spaces. Again, where do you think you are, Cass?
There's something wrong with that woman, and we need someone who can keep her in check. It's better to minimize the variables outside our control while we execute our plans. Moreover, I need to know her.
Where do you think the water is, Cass?
She could be an important pawn, and it's good to have more helpful friends when dealing with this.
I don't think you know what you're I don't think you understand what you're messing with,
But
Aventurine.
honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her. I believe my standpoint. There's a rat in the family. Otherwise, why would Mr. Sunday arrange a private meeting with us? This isn't an interrogate. We'll see.
But who could the rat
Using
be,
Robin's
though?
death as a bargaining chip.
Like, we haven't... Sunday and Robin are the only named characters we know of from the family.
Ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death.
See, Aventurine is such a shit.
If the chance of winning
This is why he's a terrible person, Tommy. Stop simping for him.
Chance is close to zero. Well,
the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
You remember that one lady who attempted Breath and recorded it all on YouTube?
3 chips are enough.
I do not remember this, but I expect that she either died, went malnutrition and got sent to the hospital, or lied about it. And probably just ate food off camera. Like, it'd be so easy to just, you know, lie about not... Like, if someone tells you they're not eating food, why would you not just assume they're lying about it? Especially if they don't look malnourished.
IPC ambassador.
Do you want to do it imperially? Because if it was true, then we could solve world hunger.
I appreciate your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday.
Like, what? Like,
However,
why should we take her word for it, though? She stopped after her health noticeably declined and people begged her.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but a summoning.
So basically she just, like, went on a diet for a bit.
I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help, yes?
Certainly. You ought to know this better
Empirically.
than I do. He's
It's
already
okay, Cole. I knew what you
fulfilled
meant.
his duties, hasn't he?
Yes, the doctor has assured me of your noble character. He
Re-
considers
what?
you, like himself,
Really?
a
Rachel?
virtuous person
Rachel
trusted by the family.
has assured you of Aventurine's noble character? Really? Wow, I guess even Ratio can lie when it's he's being paid to do so. Oh, hey Pokey, good to see you here today. Long time no see. I hope you've been well.
I have come to know you very well as a person.
She wasn't a
Mr.
scammer, but
Adventurer.
someone who wanted to see if it could be real.
Diligent, generous, and willing to cooperate. The fact that you succeeded
Okay, you know
in
what?
overcoming many
Fine.
obstacles just to meet me.
I give her credit for being willing to try it herself. Although really, I think if you were smart, you wouldn't need to.
But
like that's really like the main benefit of being smart, right? Like you know what will happen without having to actually do something. I feel like that's like the main point of being smart. Like if you're smart, you know that you know what'll happen if you just stop eating, or you know what'll happen if you bash your head into a concrete wall or something. That's really the main point. Oh, you'll love this, you know. Does Aventurine get put into his place?
You don't look too well. Am I making you anxious?
This guy's oh yeah, angel-looking dude.
If not, then it means I'm
feather
on your
ears.
side.
if I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a
Oh, I guess he has
accusation against
feathers behind his ears, actually.
You weren't mistaken, for depravity is creeping in around you. There's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk
Being
about your
smart
sister.
sounds stressful. I mean,
Your sister's
they do
talent is
say that
unrivaled
ignorance
in
is
the world of
bliss.
show business. As you know, her voice has been out of tune since she returned to Penacony. What's more disheartening, she can't sing anymore. Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but I know you hold
Aventurine stuck in head with dumbbell, classic twink weakness.
Now your noble status has
Oh,
become a shackle,
dumbbell?
preventing you from apprehending the murderer and avenging your sister's death. You're feeling anxious because you're out on a limb. But don't worry. I'm on your side.
No, you're not. Stop lying. Come on, if you're gonna lie, at least tell a believable
I'm
one.
immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return, would you?
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine. My liberty and the personal items under the family's custody. The
Wings for ears, demi-human avians are a cop-out, and I say that knowing I will offend several people, you know?
The box in which the cornerstone is stored.
I mean, again, he has normal human ears. He just... Where are those wings coming from? Is it like the back of his neck?
That's right.
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the Preservation Emanator, granting significant power.
Oh?
And every liquidation specialist holds one.
I didn't know there were emanators of preservation. I mean, that makes sense.
For an object so precious,
But it's in a...
it probably comes at an even higher price than other forms of recompense.
The emanator of preservation is a
Sure,
box?
you're aware of the high level of risk
It's a rock?
we're undertaking to bring the truth to light.
I am on your side, as he is in the rival faction that wants... he is the main guy. He's the main agent trying to take over Penacony.
Out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest. Your trousers.
You like them though? They don't need to be holes. What? What about holes?
With the tips of your shoes.
It's not just a boulder, it's a... Oh, I expected Tommy to make that reference.
But I don't. Because it's not appropriate to do so in public. You should make sure everything is presentable and in order before leaving the house. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation?
Please, don't let me turn you down twice.
Sure. The gift money is good enough. I suppose you wouldn't mind that. After all, a merchant can't function without a bargaining chip.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. I can give you your gift money.
Yeah, Sunday's not really much of a merchant, is he? Wait, what is that thing on the table? What's that thing over there behind him? Holes was a movie.
That you can decisively forsake the box you asked for.
Aw.
What exactly?
Did I miss something in live chat? I have no idea what Cole's on about. Why are you suddenly talking about the movie Holes?
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Triple-faced soul?
Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf.
Wait, the harmony has three.
You have
no, the harmony is like that one Aeon with the puzzles.
Gain my trust.
She has one face, huh? Doesn't she? I have. I have to look this up. I'll just stop and look this up. Zype. Oh, wait. She actually does have, like, I thought those were just pigtails, but she actually does have, like, 2 extra faces.
And if I refuse to answer?
But we're in the first part. Oh, yeah. The first Batman movie is good.
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects you. Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty. Did you hand over the cornerstone?
I also dislike idle chatter, which I suppose makes it a very weird decision to try to become a VTuber.
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion, encompassing but not restricted to the techniques of the Garden of Recollection?
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Avgin?
You even know about that?
Oh, he doesn't like that.
Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Aventurine actually cares about someone besides himself.
In a massacre. Am I right?
Wait, who's the bird? Who does that bird belong to?
Are you your
Is someone spying on us?
Perhaps.
Ooh, not a yes or no.
Hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine Stone is safe and sound in this box?
Is it gonna... Where is it? It wore off. They're out of time. Or not. Oh, no. Or...
Of course.
Looks like we can get an answer. Open it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to defend your honor.
Oh, are we gonna find out what's under... what's the napkin? Handkerchief?
Please.
I'm not sure I totally understand what the significance of this is. Oh. The cornerstone's gone.
What you're looking for?
There's two of them. One's yellow, one's green. What's the significance of that?
Promised, learned doctor. Does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner who sees the pursuit of knowledge above all.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
You have no idea what's going on, TBH?
If you agree to assist the family,
well, clearly,
share our research findings on the stellar.
Well, clearly, the cornerstone is a big deal here.
Family, no other faction is willing to share such information.
So I'm not sure exactly what the significance of the cornerstone not being in the box is, though.
Cut to the chase. What do you need from me?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Oh, I don't think Aventurine has a plan.
You can't expect a featherless bird to take flight.
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the Strategic Investment Department have united, progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
Yeah, Rachel doesn't like this all this double speak.
Cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine surrendered. Was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone. The 10 Stonehearts aren't as united as you think.
Okay, so I think I make the point of all that. So Sunday is worried that Aventurine has another cornerstone he's going to pull out and become and use it to destroy Penacony. That's what I'm thinking here.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see.
Does that mean he lied into the truth stuff, or the family trying to scam him? So that's the interesting part. So he shouldn't be able to lie under the truth stuff, I assume. And he also, and Sunday was also very extensive to make sure that like he couldn't be like lying without knowing about it. Or at least like, so hence all the like stuff about memory modification.
The cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. But I happen to be among them.
Is this before or after that scene that just happened? It must be before. It must be before.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
Is it fake?
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar
The
to
guess is guess, so he means that it is someone else's cornerstone.
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal
So it's a fake?
the 10 Stonehearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones, granting them an unparalleled radiance. And this golden statue is also known as Topaz.
Topaz?
Not Aventurine.
Oh.
And it belongs to Topaz.
Oh. Can't believe I didn't notice that before. Okay, so the IPC characters are all named after precious stones, and I guess each one of them has a cornerstone that is made out of the same type of stone that they're named after. Okay.
So, do you wish to confront him?
Not at the moment.
So did he steal? So the question is Topaz in on this? Did he steal Topaz's stone?
Safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that cornerstone has been in your hands from the very beginning.
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone. More precious than life itself. With a bunch of worthless jewels.
Okay, so...
disguised as a gift of money waiting to be confiscated.
So the question is
indeed in line with Mr. Aventurine.
Okay, what's Aventurine going to do now? Or did he plan for this?
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with, betting on your single misstep leading to a...
Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So he was asking for his money back because his cornerstone was in the money bag, so that way he could get his cornerstone back and get his emanator powers.
The family will surely reward a righteous person like you. As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation.
Okay, I'm gonna flash forward back to the present.
All thanks to your friend with a keen
I didn't know Aventurine was a gem.
A plot of utter failure to your storied career.
I feel like he's a little too confident here. Maybe did they plan this?
Finally shown.
Did they plan this together?
Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live.
Huh?
Treasure your remaining
Sentence?
time.
Death sentence?
Savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat.
You might as well explain yourself a little more
He
clearly.
has 17 hours before death comes for him.
Performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace.
Oh, okay, so it was not... Okay, so it's not a truth serum thing.
The consecration.
He can lie, but if he lies, he'll die.
No reason to absolve you from it.
Is this what the harmony represents? But is it built upon constraint and coercion?
So it's not like a this will force you to tell the truth. It's a tell the truth or you will die.
Is meant for the irreverent, but I have seen your resilient spirit, and thus I offer you the possibility of a new beginning. Throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape or contact any of your companions. You only have 2 paths before you, and it all depends.
Yeah, so basically you got the death sentence here. Yeah, okay, now I see what you mean, Wraith.
Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the eternal centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up the same either way.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective. I will purge the evil from the inside and bring the real culprits to justice within 17 system hours. When the time comes, compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy and honesty.
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demanded
Sorry, Tom, you're used to it.
Isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless jewels for everything you need.
It feels good to see Aventurine lose, though.
Isn't it? Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free. I will wait here for your good news.
Loser.
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. That's all. By the way, before you go, I have a
You
personal
gotta play the game. He tried to play the game, but he was actually a piece.
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Yeah, Sunday's not stupid.
Where did you go?
Oh, we're seeing more of Venturine's backstory.
That's too. I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those sister.
Okay, we're trying to speed it up here because I need to end stream.
Kids are fools, but I'm smart. One, I made a bet with them. The two birds in the desert and me. They suspected me of cheating, but I. Of course you'd win. But that's no reason to push your luck. But I'm sorry, sister.
So this is his real name, Kakawasha?
It is important. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gayathra Triclops. She has you're a child
Wait,
blessed by Gayathra.
this is Dune. This is Arrakis.
And to happiness.
He is just, they are just Star Rail, Honkai Freeman.
Swear to Gayathra But sister, Gayathra, then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, and where was Gayathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in her sister? Everyone praises me, then how bad were our sins?
Well, it seems like a lot of things rip off. Oh yeah, absolutely. Dune is like one of those granddaddy sci-fi things that inspired tons of things, like 40K, Star Wars.
I can't seem to find any information.
The big sci-fi, almost all big sci-fi, like derives major like aesthetics or like style things from Dune.
I apologize.
Homeworld,
the
yeah.
hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound family. We can only gain access if there's a problem.
Looks like nothing can be found here.
At least we know who to look for. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Allie.
Fine? What does that mean?
Okay, are we finally?
No, but that Miss
Oh, come on.
Firefly is truly mysterious. There's no information on her in the hotel system. Even if she's a stowaway, she should have a disguised identity after entering the planet. She's also in the running for legacy.
Is there any other way?
The Stellaron Hunters.
That are difficult for normal people to come. The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary
The Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron.
What's going on now?
The Bravo
Oh,
team has arrived.
IPC?
What do you know? It's more efficient this. Help! Help me! I spent all my year-end bonus on the snowball.
Hey!
What?
To all guests, the
Are they just drunk?
conducting special.
I'll request a
Oh, hi Topaz.
You've been told
Okay,
not to drink during work hours.
it's Topaz's division.
I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
The colonizer.
Miss Topaz?
I was not expecting to see her here actually. Oh my god, that means all the IPC characters are here. Okay, that does make sense. At least, like, she probably wants her cornerstone back.
As you see, the IPC is
Oh, have fun, Pokey. I mean, actually, I should say good luck.
from the family is a mere
Thanks for stopping by.
The former frontier prison has turned around and cuffed its shackles on the IPC staff now. Only Aventurine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the bank.
No wonder
Oh, so we are in my reality right now.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt.
Thank you, Miss Topaz.
Yep. They're tailing us right now. Why not go and
Okay. We're gonna call it here for today. Actually, let me redo my assignments before I exit the game. Alright, everybody. It looks like we're gonna have to do a part 2 of this. I guess Art Stream's gonna have to wait for another week. Unfortunate. I want to find out what happens next. No, it's okay, Cole. Art Stream, yes, I bought a tablet and I want to do an Art Stream sometime, but you know, this is more time important, whereas art can be done at any time. So I think we're gonna continue the story quest on Friday, and then Saturday will be Helldivers once again. Yes, thank you all for tuning in. What you're drawing? Don't know yet. We're gonna be learning. It's practice. So yeah. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all again on Friday. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful night. Good night, everyone. Good night.